Hey everybody, and welcome to Anime Stroganoff. I am Eli.
And I'm Lilith.
And today, we have a fun new little thing we'd like to try doing. We are literally going to review shows that we haven't watched.
Yep, we're just going to go off the name and description, and we're going to go, well, probably try and summarize what that's about, and also give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. Or maybe like a kind of non-committal wiggle, like around the middle. But that's just for like really weird stuff. Alright, so I will start us off. I hit random on Crunchyroll, and I got Ore Emo. So I've heard of this.
Isn't that the one?
It's the one where the dude, tries to have sex with his sister, I think.
Don't they get married at the end?
At the end of the manga, I believe so.
And wasn't there an OVA
I
to
believe
conclude the series with the same ending?
Probably.
Wouldn't know, haven't watched it, know mostly about it by watching other people's videos.
Yeah. It's a story about a guy who's a teenager in high school, and he...
Isn't it by the same guy who did Arrow Manga Sensei?
Yes, this was done before Arrow Manga Sensei. Fun fact, I know for a fact that the Ore Emo cast cameos in, one of the last few episodes of Arrow Manga Sensei.
I remember that. Again, not that I've watched Arrow Manga Sensei. I remember people going oh, it's the Emoto cinematic universe.
Yeah, this whoever's writing this has one thing. They do it really well, but I'm not sure that's a compliment. All things considered. Considering Ore Emo is about a 17-year-old falling in love with his 14-year-old sister, and Arrow Manga Sensei is, I think, same age for the older brother and even younger for the little sister.
She's 12.
Yeah. And she's a hentai artist? That's... No. No. Just no.
Well, that was a very unfortunate first round draft pick for you.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, what do you got?
Alright, I hit the random button, and I got Key the Metal Idol.
I have never heard of that.
Well, neither have I. So, I just did a quick check to see when this came out, because it looked like from the 90s. It aired from 1994 to 1997 in 15 episodes. As some sort of OVA series.
What's 5 episodes a year? Or was one full season and then 3 extra episodes?
I don't know. They're 34 minutes each.
God damn it, 90s anime!
It's Studio Pierrot. Pierrot? I'm not
Pierrot?
French.
Pierrot?
The one that did Naruto.
Oh, okay.
And Tokyo Ghoul and Twin Star Exorcist.
Oh,
the shonen
nice.
ones. The ones that make shonens.
Gotcha, okay.
Among other things, I'm assuming. But, the description. Her classmates call her Key, as in the key to a strange mystery. And I'm not going to read this word for word. But, Key's grandfather was a kindly old scientist who wanted to use robotics to create peace and love in the world. But when the old scientist passed away, poor Key was left behind, lacking even the ability to smile. There still is hope, however. A message left behind for Key suggests a fantastic possibility. Could it really be possible for Key to become a real living human if she can only win the love of 30,000... Wait, what?
Wait, what?
If she can only win the love of 30,000 people? Now, do you mean Facebook friends? Or
are we talking intimate?
What level of love are we talking about here? Hold on. My anime list.
Doing research.
Mecha, drama.
Wait, what?
Psychological action.
What the fuck?
Sci-fi, music.
What is this? What? Okay, first of all, this sounds like something that I would watch in a heartbeat. Send me it. Second of all, what the heck? What the heck in heck?
It has a 6.92 with 4,000 ratings.
Whoa, that is really high.
Is it? For my anime list?
I expected it to be much lower.
Apparently, according to my anime list, 16,000 people have seen this. Not including, I'm assuming, people who live in Japan and thus probably don't use my anime list, but...
Well, I'm gonna go find it. I'm gonna go watch it. Just to see if it's as bad as I think it is. Or if it's as good as I think it is.
It seems incredibly dumb.
It is almost assuredly going to be very dumb. But I'm probably going to have a baller time with it. So, next one. I did randomize on Crunchyroll again. And I got... my Buddha, with two exclamation points. It's a harem anime.
I've vaguely heard of that before.
I know about it through connection to other harem anime. It's standard issue harem anime. It's a dude who doesn't have sex with a bunch of girls who are like literally throwing themselves at him. You don't see a lot of harems nowadays, though. Gotta say. Like, you don't just see pure harem. The last one I watched was maybe Dog Days? But that's got not, like an isekai thing going on, though.
That's also not modern. Well,
fair.
Not technically modern.
You make a very good point, but still. In any case, in this one, it's a Buddhist monk. Yeah, that's it. Are Buddhist monks not allowed to have sex?
I don't know. Isn't there something about, like, earthly attachment or something? Not a Buddhist. Don't know much about them.
I'm not a Buddhist. I don't know much about them either. Anyways, apparently when this guy gets aroused, he becomes a badass who's able to fight off evil spirits or something. So I guess that's
basically the gimmick to Arya the Scarlet Ammo. Like, that's literally the gimmick from Arya the Scarlet Ammo. Except change demons to just, like, fight off ninja assassins.
Well, in any case, this is bog standard harem anime nonsense, and but hey, Crunchyroll has the dub, and it looks very mid-2000s. When did this come out?
I think I want to say it's old. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've seen it on TV tropes before, so I'm pretty sure that means like late 2000s at most.
2005.
Okay.
Yeah, summer 2005. It's very noticeably from 2005. The eyes are a dead giveaway. 2005 anime always had like really, really big eyes for the female characters. And also leaned really hard. It's harder to notice, I would say. But like if you go back and look at a cross section of anime from around 2005, you're going to see a lot of big eyes, big anime eyes, like where the term anime eyes even came from, because all of the shows had that style. And if you take that and then compare it to like modern day, or even just the 90s, it's night and day, in my opinion. Maybe. This requires more in-depth research, so I'll get back to you on that. Probably in the next miscellaneous episode. Anyways, what do you got next for us?
Well, I hit random and I got Overlord, so I'm hitting random again.
Well, you haven't watched Overlord, but I have.
We watched the first episode of Overlord.
Okay, so then it doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay,
Cool.
I hit it again and I got Endro, which I'm pretty sure is one of the elements in Genshin Impact.
No, that's Dendro.
Yes, I know, it's Dendro.
Sis. I am a buzzkill.
Endro. Oh yes, look this up on my anime list real quick. See when it came out. And this came out last year. Oh no, wait, hold on, it's 2021 now. This came out in 2019.
Oh, interesting.
Fascinating. In a world of adventurers and magic lies Naral Island. Every generation, a demon lord rises to plague the land, and every generation, a hero is born to subdue him. For countless centuries, the cycle has repeated with no end in sight. The latest hero, Julia Yusha Is that a D? Is that Charles? Is that named Charles Detto?
Just keep reading.
Alright. Has almost completed her valiant campaign alongside her party members. Responsible for Sierra. Her nickname is literally just her name without the last letter. Alright. Sierra L. They put accents on half the letters in Eleanor. Enigmatic mage, Misa May. I'm sorry, but they are taking the piss with these names. Mesa May Endust. And hyper energetic warrior Fall Fi. Oh no, Fi. In the final battle against the Demon Lord, Yusha's party attempt a risky spell to cast their enemy into the drifts of time. But the incantation goes awry, sending Yusha and her friends back to a time before the Demon Lord, before Yusha becomes the hero, and before the party had even graduated as adventurers.
Oh,
with their memories
this show!
With their memories of the future erased, the four girls restart their ambitions to become the hero's party, aspiring to defeat the Demon Lord. However, in a sudden twist of fate, the Demon Lord was also sent back in time with her memories intact. Reduced to the form of a little girl, the Demon Lord takes the name Mao and infiltrates the Adventurer School as a teacher, planning to stop Yusha before she becomes a hero. Thus begins the story of Yusha and her friends, in their quest to defeat the Demon Lord, not knowing that the one they seek is right by their side.
It's this show. It took me a minute.
You say this show.
I remember it's like one of those seasonal slice of lifes.
Oh god.
Moe series. But where the gimmick is they've all been sent back in time and they're like,
so it's a Peggy Sue but without literally any of the advantages of a Peggy Sue?
Yes. Yes. I believe so.
Then what even is the point of them also going back in time? Why not just the Demon Lord going back in time? I feel like there would be literally the exact same plot outcome.
I don't know. I mean, depends on how the time travel works in the series, I think. Because, I mean, if it's like, I don't know, closed loop, maybe?
That was Studio Gokuni, which also did Satan.
Oh, hey!
Hey!
Always good to see the Satan folks on here.
And Lance and Masks.
Oh, okay. Thanks, assholes. You can't see, but I'm flipping you off. Not you, Eli. I'm flipping off that studio.
I figured. All right, so that looks like a fun show. I'm gonna go and put that in my never watch list. Seriously, what is I don't understand what, just based on the description, why they all went back in time.
I don't know. Maybe it's
the
all
Crunchyroll
from the
description says it's a laid-back fantasy life.
Maybe it's like the Demon Lord went back in time, but he didn't, or they didn't know. Like they thought everybody else went back in time, but really just they. I don't know.
No, because see, the Demon Lord kept their memories. They didn't.
But why?
So there's literally no point to them going back in time. Unless,
it's so that they can become heroes again.
They kept their powers, but they don't know how to use them, or they don't know that they have their powers, so...
So
there's literally no point.
It's functionally like the only person who went back in time is the Demon Lord.
Yes. Who appears to have been reincarnated as a lolly with horns.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's just standard Demon Lord regalia number 3. Also, Mao? Seriously? That's what the Demon Lord is calling themselves. Mao. That is what every Demon Lord calls himself. I'm not gonna harp on creativity.
I've never met a Demon Lord named Mao.
Every time they take up a civilian identity, they call themselves Mao because it means Demon Lord.
Huh. I think there's a joke to be made about Mao Zedong there, but
Well, actually, Mao Zedong is different because Mao Zedong
I understand
transliterated
Chinese
is just.
versus.
Well, no, it's not just that, but it's also like Mao Zedong. His name was Mao when transliterated, but Mao, the one I'm talking about, is Maou.
Oh, there's no U on the end of this one.
Damn it! Then I have nothing. Then I have no ideas. Unfortunately, Eli, you're on your own.
All right, so that's dumb.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I don't
Okay.
think it's terrible, but it just sounds super dumb.
Okay, so here's the next one. Another random on Crunchyroll.
I mean, really, only Crunchyroll has a random button, so...
This is true. Otherwise, we would just be randomly clicking around to try and randomize. And that would take more time than just clicking random on Crunchyroll.
I could sort Funimation by date added, and then just look at things I don't recognize the name of.
That works. Anyways, so, what I've got, Beelzebub. Can you guess what this show is about?
A demon?
Okay, yeah. You got that surprisingly well. Okay, but what you don't know...
Beelzebub.
You make a fair point. Anyways, here's the description provided. Oga Tatsumi is a first-year student at high school, a notorious school for delinquents. One day he sees a man floating by, and the man suddenly splits in half to reveal a baby boy inside.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Remember how I've been bitching for like the past year about how Funimation said in a blog post that they were getting ground control to Psycho Electric Girl, but
Yes.
never did that?
Yes.
So I'm looking through their recently added. It's there.
Oh!
They just got it.
My god.
Sorry, I'm just extremely happy right now.
Nice. Well, now I know where to go watch it. Anyway, so Beelzebub appears to be a guy who is taking care of a baby Satan, I think. I really don't know what's going on. It looks like one of those generic, like, not quite slice of life, but definitely slice of life. Cause, God, I can't tell what the hell this thing is.
Always a good sign.
Is it just a high school comedy, but the guy's got a demon baby? Please, someone explain this to me. Wait, is that his nose? There's like the baby's got
I can't see what you're seeing.
Okay, the baby's got like a yellow sphere thing in front of his face. And in one of the episode cards, it shows him crying, but it goes the like sphere goes with the top of his mouth, so I'm thinking that's his nose. What the fuck? Why? I would think that it was like a binky or something. Okay, I'm sorry. Can we move on? I'm not comfortable looking at this anymore.
Sure. I just started looking through Funimation until I saw something I didn't recognize. I saw something called Listeners.
Oh, I've
So I'm
heard
like,
of that.
I don't know what that is. I click on it, I'm like, wait a minute, didn't we like look at this and then decide not to include it on our like taste of the season back in 2020? Did we ever do one for spring 2020?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't start until like summer 2020.
I know. Alright. The description sounds incredibly familiar. Set in a world where the concept of music ceases to exist, the story begins when a boy encounters Mew, a mysterious girl who possesses an audio input jack in her body. The two intermingle with the history of rock music and embark on an unforgettable journey. That's the entire My Anime List description.
Huh.
The Funimation description. In a world without music, young Echo was there the day legendary player Jimmy Stonefree and his mecha... Wait, what? And his mecha disappeared while fighting the mysterious Earless?
As I understand it, from Giga has talked about this before, and actually a lot of people talked about it when it came out, and it was like super hype.
It was?
Yeah, it was like everybody was like, "Oh, this is gonna be so cool," and then it actually came out, and after the first couple episodes, it.
Did I hear the word
steep.
mecha and then just instantly shut it out of my brain?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Also, the My Anime List transliterates her name as Mew, M-Y-U-U. Her name is Mew, as in the Greek letter.
Oh, that's cool.
It has 4 stars on Funimation, which says nothing because for some reason, whenever people get to rate things in stars, nothing will have it below a 4, unless it is just absolute next tier garbage.
Makes sense.
It has a 5.38 on My Anime List.
I feel like that's too high.
I feel like that's too high? How bad could it be?
That is a very good question.
It's
How about
Studio
you go find out?
Mappa. What has Studio Mappa done?
Quite a few things.
They did Zombieland Saga.
Hey.
They're doing the final season of Attack on Titan.
Hey.
They're doing Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hey. From what I understand, Listeners was... It's called Listeners, right?
Yeah, it is a original.
Yes. So the issue is it does the thing where it has a very strong start and world concept, but doesn't follow through on any of it. So the end is very disappointing.
Disappointing.
Let's see what we got next. Here's the thing. Jumped over to Funimation. We've got something called Cat Planet Cuties.
Okay, that I feel like I've heard of and dismissed simply on the name alone.
Nice guy Kyo's normal life gets turned upside down when he meets a friendly, sexy cat alien named Eris. Does she pat her chest? She's on a peaceful mission, and she's ready to play. That is overly suggestive. Things get even friskier.
I mean, cats play.
When her fellow felines
your
set
point.
up base in Kyo's house. It's not all fun and games, though. Danger is afoot thanks to several secret agencies and enemy dog aliens on Eris's tail. Okay, no. Is that literal tail?
I suppose that's the question. See, if I got involved in a war between dog aliens and cat aliens, I like cats. I'm sorry, but dogs.
You would side with the dogs?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Monster.
For moral reasons, I have to side with dogs over cats.
Why?
Do you have like 15 minutes for me to launch into a rant that has a starting point roughly 65,000 years ago?
Can you shorten it to like 2 minutes?
Well, as we all know, I have incredible prejudices against non-humans. I feel like we don't all know that. I feel like I may have mentioned my extreme hatred for elves at one point.
You have mentioned that.
BT Dub's extreme hatred for elves. Cats are great. They're fun. They're well, I would say friendly. Cats are tsundere. Cats are great, but dogs are like basically honorary humans. Like there's cats, but then there's dogs. So yeah, for reasons of pet racism, I suppose, I would side with dogs versus cats in some sort of interstellar war. Yes.
Okay, sure.
Don't ask for any of the background reasoning behind it.
Because there is none?
No, I have my reasons.
Alright, fair enough. Anyway, so yeah, that Cat Planet Cuties thing, I don't know what it is. It looks like a harem anime, probably.
It looks like a harem anime, probably.
It might have a smidge of Squid Girl in it, though.
A smidge of Squid Girl.
Wait, when did Squid Girl come out?
A while. It actually came out quite a while ago. I think like 2014, 2012.
Okay,
it was
actually,
in that
Cat
period.
Planet Cuties came out before Squid Girl.
Okay, the first season of Squid Girl came out in 2010. I mean,
okay,
yeah,
so
2010.
never mind. These came out in the same year. So who knows?
I just remember that Squid Girl was in that transitionary period that we've talked about.
Yeah. What you got next?
Well, I went through Funimation and I saw something I'd never seen before. Case Files number 221, Kabukicho. Kabukicho. Kabukicho? Chicho?
Type it out on
Kabukicho?
Discord and I will say it. Okay, yeah, no, that's a mouthful. Kabukicho. Kabukicho.
Okay, so it's not just me being terrible. Kabukicho. Or, as otherwise known by its Japanese title, Kabukicho Sherlock. Came out in 2019. In Kabukicho, the home of Tokyo's famous red light district, already off to a good start, neon lights shine brightly, but they harbor Tokyo's darkest evils. Mrs. Hudson runs a tenement where 7 strange but colorful individuals reside, including the detective, Sherlock Holmes. Wait, what? The stage is set for Sherlock when a bizarre murder occurs involving Jack the Ripper.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna need to read the description on my anime list now. Employed at a university hospital, John H. Watson's looking for someone with an odd case, leads him to the Pipe Cat underground bar for some of the best detectives, most prominent being Sherlock Holmes, blah, 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 blah. They're pursuing a case involving Jack the Ripper, due to subsequent events, blah, 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 blah. Sherlock, blah, 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 blah. Eccentric. This is basically literally just Sherlock Holmes, but in Japan and also fighting Jack the Ripper.
I feel like I've heard of this.
It's listed as mystery, comedy, and drama.
I feel like you can't beat all of those at the same time.
I feel like this would be incredibly disappointing to watch.
Probably.
Studio Production IG, same people who did Moriarty, that one.
Another butchering of Sherlock.
Oh, this was actually an original by them. Oh, they also did The Great Pretender.
Are you serious? Come on, mate. Okay, you know what? I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide.
I guess they like mysteries and heists and that sort of thing.
I guess. They're a strange bunch.
Is Production IG the actual studio? Because I'm seeing... Never mind. Whatever. I'm not going to get into what studios are doing what.
It's complicated. It's
always
very
complicated. They appear to have worked with Studio Wit on things, including Vinland Saga, as the producer, not the actual, studio, but...
Huh.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. A year ago.
Okay.
It looks vaguely interesting, but it seems like it'd be a complete disappointment, so no, not going on my list.
Yeah. We haven't really been doing the thumbs up or thumbs down for any of these.
They've all been thumbs down.
Yeah, more or less.
Oh my god, Funimation just got Zvezda.
Yay! That's okay. So we're gonna take a quick break to talk about Zvezda. You should watch Zvezda. Okay, break over. Let's go.
When we say Zvezda, we mean World Conquest Zvezda plot, which is a show.
It is certainly a show. It is a very funny show, I would say. It's a very weird show. It's a very, whatchamacallit? TV tropes would call it a widget series. That is a weird Japanese thing. And it is very weird. I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't think I could, to be honest.
No, you couldn't. Spoiling it would involve having understood the plot.
See, no, I understand the plot, but even if I spoiled something, it wouldn't make any sense until you saw it.
Or even if you saw it. I'm sorry, but that show just did not make sense at times.
No, it did not. It deserves a second season, though.
Of all this is, Zvezda is one of the shows that needed a second season.
If only because I wanted more. It didn't make any sense, but I want more. I want them to go to America and kick the president in the teeth.
Zvezda wins simply because I occasionally make the same joke a lot whenever we're watching something. Whenever someone starts bleeding, I'll be like, oh no, he's leaking his strawberry jam. Because how blood effects tend to be hit or miss at times. And in this, I'm like, oh no, he's leaking a strawberry jam. Only 5 seconds later, for it to be revealed it actually was. So, for that reason, Zvezda gets a gold star.
Gold star, a hearty recommend from Anime Stroganoff. You should go watch it and demand that a second season be made. Post-wit.
They managed to anticipate the joke I was going to make before I started making the joke.
Anyways, back to your regularly scheduled reviewing of shows that we haven't watched. So, for the next one, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Because I haven't seen the show, but I've read the manga.
Oh.
And the show in question is Yurikuma Arashi.
Wait! Is it that one with the bears?
The one with the fucking bears.
Oh, no, not the one with the bears.
So there's like a girl who is like a girl, right? And there's this other girl who thinks everybody is bears. Except the first girl. And there's like, everybody's bears. But maybe not. But maybe they are. It's kind of complicated. Maybe related to all the emotional manipulation that the second girl's mother did to the second girl. Also, the second girl's mother murdered the first girl's mother? It's not a huge spoiler, I think.
I don't know. I haven't watched it. Or read it. Or anything. I just know about it through secondhand exposure via you.
Yeah, it's a very strange story. The English title is Yuri Bear Storm. I don't know how to describe this. It's gay, but everyone involved should not be in the relationships that they are in. It's like an all yandere feast. Not quite. It's not all yanderes. It's just like half yanderes and half dere-deres maybe? I don't know.
Dere-deres? So just affectionate, nice people?
Yeah, and then the other half is yanderes. It's I really don't know how to describe this series. But if you like gay stuff, go check it out. It's really weird.
Alright, well, I went through Funimation. I couldn't really find something that I wasn't 100% certain I hadn't seen and looked at before. So I went back to Crunchyroll and I hit random button. And I got Natsumi Yujincho. So I looked it up. Apparently there's a movie as well as as a series. This series it was in 2008. Studio Brains Base. That studio. Yeah?
Yeah. I've heard of it.
But, I mean, they've done, they're the ones that did Inspector.
Oh, hey. Nice.
And, they also did the second season of Spice and Wolf, I believe.
I think so.
Whatever. English title, Natsumi's Book of Friends. I'm gonna read the Crunchyroll description because much shorter. Natsumi Takahashi, I already screwed that up. Natsumi Takashi has the ability to see spirits, which he has long kept secret. However, once he inherits a strange book that belonged to his deceased grandmother, Raiko, he discovers the reason why spirits surround him. And I just looked at it, and I saw that it had 5 stars on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
So I looked at the reviews. Average review rater. There are 4,727 5-star reviews for this show.
Okay.
There are, like, less than 500 non-5-star reviews for this show.
Huh. Okay.
So I decided to myself, this looks interesting. So I mosey on over to my anime list, 8.33. I say to myself, looks interesting. I check the tags. Slice of life, demon, supernatural, drama, shoujo. I'm like, okay, so it's not a shonen. This seems pretty interesting to me.
Okay.
So it's okay, so basically from the manga, not the manga, from the My Anime List description, this is a guy who has the ability to see spirits. And his grandmother, who died, gave him passed on a book to him called the Book of Friends, which is a list of the names of the spirits that she was able to like bring under her control. And so now the reason why he's being haunted is because by all these spirits is because he's the only one that can release them from their service. And so it's some sort of, he's being hunted by demons and must rely on the power of various spirits to survive while on the run from stuff. It looks fascinating as hell.
Okay. I mean, you're not doing a great job of describing it.
That's the description! The description's terrible!
Okay, fair enough.
The Miami List description's not terrible, but it's a bit wordy, and I don't feel like reading 3 paragraphs.
Okay.
Yes, I am that lazy.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Slice of life, supernatural drama. It looks basically like, well, I'm not gonna say it's not Inspector, but it reminds me of Inspector. And it got like 3 seasons.
Damn.
Yeah, it has 39 episodes on Crunchyroll. So, and then the first season's 13 episodes. It has a second season. That season has a sequel listed. So it would appear that there are, and all of the seasons have 8.0s and up.
Okay.
Nope, there are 4 seasons, and I'm still seeing 8.0s.
Oh, jeez.
So apparently this is a very, very good series that only, like, stopped in, like, 2014. It's based on, apparently, some sort of classic manga. When they say classic, like, I heard someone say, like, Vinland Saga is based on a classic manga. The manga started running in 2006. I'm sorry, that ain't a classic yet. Well, a little bit, but...
We're gonna need at least another decade before that's a classic.
The manga came out in 2003. So 18 years, well, by the time it started airing in 2011, 2012, 2000, it got an adaptation 5 years afterwards. That's not a classic. But the manga's still ongoing. So, our first thumbs up of the night.
I mean, unless if you don't count Zvezda, but we're not counting Zvezda.
That does not count. No, not for the. So add to queue. Oh, they do have season 4 on Crunchyroll and season 5. It's just they had to separate it for like legal reasons. There's a season 6. There's a season 6, and it still has average 5-star reviews.
What?
Apparently this show was just absolutely mind-blowing. It has 6 seasons, multiple OVAs.
6 seasons and a movie.
6 seasons and a movie! We did it!
We did it! We did it, Reddit! Alright, so next one is... Oh boy, it's all in Japanese.
Oh boy.
Okay. Nogizaka Haruka no Himitsu. I don't know what Nogizaka...
I think Haruka's a name.
I know Haruka is a name. Himitsu, I believe, means secret? Okay, let me read the description. Yuto Ayase attends Hakujo Academy, a private high school in Japan. His classmate, Haruka Nogizaka, okay, so that's her name, is not only very attractive, but is intelligent and rich, garnering her the title as the school's idol. However, one day when Yuta's friend asks him to return a book to the library, he unexpectedly stumbles across Haruka and her deepest, darkest secret. She is an otaku.
Oh,
Promising
no.
to keep her secret hidden, Yuto and Haruka become close friends, helping Haruka with her secret hobby and developing their relationship together. Okay, so it's a...
What?
It's a romance anime.
What in this context is uncovering that someone is secretly otaku? Because that just means like a nerd, right? Or like a super nerd or something. Like what? Did he find her reading a book with like no pictures in it?
No, it's the other way.
Oh.
Only books with pictures. It's like in America, otaku is a very, well, I don't want to say common, but definitely defanged word, and it's certainly become less harsh in recent years in Japan, but for a while otaku was like really bad to call somebody. It was not a good thing to call somebody.
So he finds her reading a comic book. How shameful. What he should have done is just given her the knife and let her solve it that way.
Yeah, this is from 2008, based on a thing from 2004. Makes sense? Okay, yeah, the English title is Haruka's Secret. It's a generic... I think it's a harem anime. I'm like 90% sure it's a harem anime. Or it could just be a romance anime. All I'm saying is the first episode card has the Haruka character looking horrified with her face all shadowed up and stuff. You know, the kind of like shadows you get from being in a dark room and being uncovered because you're doing something bad. And all the hair in this show has that weird mid-2000s like light shine on it. It's very distracting. It's very distracting. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I don't, because I'm not looking at what you're looking at.
Okay, so, like, there's the hair. It's, like, a solid color, right? And
Someone put too much bloom on the hair?
Oh, no. It's, like, the hair is solid color, and then the bottom areas of the hair are shaded. So it's, like, a darker version of the color that the hair is. And then right above the shading area, there's just, like, a weird bunch of lines going across the hair strands that makes the hair look really shiny.
I get what you're describing to me. I just can't picture it in my head.
Yeah,
without actually looking at it. Look,
I mean, literally look at any anime from 2007, 2008. I feel like you'll see it. It does create a very good approximation of depth, but I'm talking about the artistic style of the hair, and I can't talk about the anime because I haven't watched it, and it doesn't look very good. It definitely looks like something I would have watched back in the day, though. I'm not going to watch this anime. No. Mm-mm.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right. I went back to Crunchyroll, like I said. I already said that. But
Yes.
I got Diabolic Lovers 2, more, blood.
What?
It's based off a... This is literally from the Crunchyroll description. Based off a drama CD and PSP game. Oh, sorry, PSPS game. What's
What
the
is
PSPS?
a PSPS? Is that like...
I googled PSPS and I got something about public safety power shutoff.
Is it just a typo?
Wait, no. What the hell's a P... Did they just misspell PSP?
I think so.
I'm gonna assume they misspelled PSP. The Diabolic Lovers series centers around the 6 sadistic Sakamaki vampire brothers and the positive and kind-hearted heroine Yui Kamori. And the description of Season 2, which is the one that came up on my end list, just says, Yui Kamori, still held captive by the Sakamaki brothers, who are after her blood, experiences yet more bizarre twists to her life following her stay at their household. Though haunted by enigmatic dreams, she deciphers their meaning when caught in a car crash, which subsequently leads to meeting 4 new vampires, the Mukami brothers.
What?
Who themselves capture the bewildered girl. Yui later awakens in the Mukami mansion, where the brothers reveal their plans for her. She is their Eve, and her blood will find the Adam among them. Together, they will have the power to rule the world. However, with the Sakamaki brothers hot on their heels, things might not quite go as smoothly as they had imagined.
What?
It's... Okay, so my analysis is based on a visual novel, which I guess they don't have, like, PSP as a... Whatever, it's based on... It's apparently based on PSP visual novel and drama CDs and whatever. Tags, harem, school, shoujo, vampire. 12-minute episodes. Studio Zexus? Hold on. I don't think it's that studio. but it might be that studio. It's not that studio. It's not. I thought it was the studio that did Love Tyrant. It's not. That's the one with a lot of X's. It is the one that did H2O Footprints in the Sand.
How could you do this to me? Oh my god. Oh my god.
They also
Is
did...
this-
What?
Oh
What
my
are you
God.
asking?
They did a harem anime that I watched back in the day. I forgot the name and I just found it again. God, that show was awful.
They did that weird one where the girl wants to make her brother bang her, but
Yeah, I noticed that.
then she finds out that they're not actually related, and then it's like this weird like conspiracy: are they or are they not actually related, or like blah 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 something. I don't know. I don't care. It's that studio.
Yes, Zex. Or maybe it's pronounced Sex.
I don't know. There's a Z.
It's an anime studio. The names for anime studios are always kind of weird.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
I
so
know.
this has been an excellent day. How is this in the in the 3 digits on the popularity? Come on, mate. That is no. How have that many people watched this show? Not Diabolic Lovers, the harem anime that I forgot about.
I don't know what to tell you.
I'm just so confused. I could sit here and be, nostalgic for my days of when I would watch literally anything that was anime that was put in front of me, no matter how bad it was. But let's save that for another day.
Well, if you have any strange, probably obscure, but interesting, please keep it to interesting, anime that you'd like to recommend, you can pop on over into our Discord server.
That you can. Pop on in and just, yell at us and say, hey, go watch this. It's my favorite show. And we'll go watch it. And we'll tell you, no. Or we'll tell you yes. Doesn't matter. I have been Lilith.
And I have been Eli.
And this has been Anime Stroganoff.